So it is April 19th, and we're headed south down to one of my permission farms that I got again this year. I hunted it last year, was able to kill a bird off of it last year. Actually missed a bird on it, the first one I've missed in 20-ish years or so. And honestly, Katie probably should have killed a bird here, but that was my screw up as well. So I used to hunt this farm way back in like 2010, 2011, 2012, and it actually changed hands, and the people that had bought it started hunting it. Well, then they decided to get rid of it and actually sold it back to the original owner that had it, or the original person that had control of it when I hunted it back then. So I gained control again last year. I've got permission again this year, so that's where I'm headed into.
All right, so I'm in. I'm all set up. I'm tucked into a cedar fence line. I've got a single strutter and a hen out in front of me. So historically, this has been a good spot to me. Last year, I killed my first season bird here, and then I probably killed 4 or 5 birds here between that 2010 to 2012 range. So we'll see what the morning brings us. Alright, so it's about 6:20. It's really overcast and windy, so these birds have been a little late waking up. They've been calling for about 10 or 15 minutes now. It sounds like I've got a couple over my shoulder here on the other side of the cows. And I've got 3 or 4 where I kind of expected them to be. They're 300 or 400 yards down into this draw. So we'll see what happens. Typically these birds, they're starting to fire up now. Typically these birds, when they pitch down, they'll dink around in these cedars for a while, and once they are done in the cedars, they move up into this cattle pasture behind me, and they move this way. awesome. Self-filming outside of a blind, not an easy task. That hen came through, she was yelping at us behind, like coming up to the north, like I said they do regularly. She actually ended up jumping the fence right next to me about 10 yards down, stayed in the decoys. She actually ends up catching me move because I could see these two toms coming. That tom I ended up killing had been chasing that other tom all over through this field. And the hen, caught me moving a little bit, trying to adjust. And when she did, she let out a couple putts, but then she settled back down. And those toms that actually started to move off, they gobbled again. They started to move back south. She jumps the fence out in this pasture behind me, starts working her way north, draws them back north. She moved off. They circled back around, finally got to the point they could see my strutter, and it was on. That first one jumped the fence. You saw he kind of puffed up, kind of not, kind of skirted the decoys. When that second one jumped, man, he went straight in there, like straight in, challenged, and then it was just trying to figure out when I could get him in frame and get the shot off. But when it came time, man, that 410, I love it, absolutely love it. But what a great morning, and they're gobbling all over. Man, I wish I had somebody else with a tag with me. Great morning in southern Iowa. Let's go check this bird out. Oh, he's got some hooks. Look at those things. That one's not as strong. It's obviously it's fighting one. But man, look at that hook. Good beard on him. Man, what a gorgeous morning in southern Iowa. You couldn't ask for it to play out any better than what it did. It's a little cloudy, a little windy, but at least it's 75 degrees. That's all we can really ask for at this time of year. You couldn't ask for a better scenario that played out this morning. Man, there's something to say about these little 410s too. They're so light, easy to get around. Those little Apex Ninja 9.5s just absolutely destroy birds. You saw it on Peyton's hunt. You just saw it on that hunt. Hopefully you see it on a few more this year. But these guns are so light, they're easy to handle one-handed if you're running the camera with the other, and then transition, get both hands of the gun, make that accurate shot. But I couldn't be more impressed with this little setup. Like I said, it's a little Savage 301, shooting an Indian Creek 385 out of it, and then have a little Holosun 507 KX2 on the top.
Just want to say thank you for watching another episode with 107 Outdoors. If you guys would, hit that like, subscribe button. That way you get notified of all of our next adventures.